and you wore tight, you wore some tight ass jeans with flares at the bottom. And I'm saying, and you stared in the Drake. I'm saying, you stared at the camera and said, "Stay Drake." Hearing Glasses Malone talk about how he talks about that moment as if it was like a great moment for hip hop. It was so amazing, and it's exhilarating, and somehow we move forward. And a part of that is because, yo, real talk again. A lot of us don't realize that we don't understand what progress is. We don't understand what winning is. We don't understand. We don't even value actual winners. Actually, we like to prop up people who actually aren't that talented, who aren't that great. It's because they fit our idea of something, right? So, anywho, um, going back to the whole thing with Drake and Ross, right? And I think they're making a good point, but when people have this conversation, they don't speak enough about how much it wasn't normal for someone like Rick Ross to be going at Drake on records and publicly speaking out against Drake and dissing him and this and that while this whole thing is going on, given their history. You know what I mean? And rather than keeping it real or coming up with a better reason, especially given that French Montana is saying, I ain't no problem with Drake. And the whole backtracking thing that's going on, where all the media outlets, all the media personalities are all trying to kind of, for the most part, speak as if, it's not that serious, it really wasn't nothing type shit. And it's like, nah, nigga, like, no, nigga, they do. You supported and celebrated a record about me messing with kids, which also which also promoted the idea that, yo, and listen, like, dudes who are losers, dudes who ain't got no motherfucking motion, right? Like guys who like basically creep women out, or women find to be kind of like just not really endearing or attractive and whatnot. They love the idea that Drake is a PDF file. They're really into the whole like Jeffrey Epstein thing and Epstein Island and I'm not saying these things aren't valid, but it's like they're obsessed with those kind of things. We want to see who's on the travel logs. We need to see that travel log list and this and that. Like, they're the kind of people who like fixate on conspiracy theories and things like that. But another part of it is that they're not the guy, and this is also another example of how losers losers start to have a voice. A loser could never have a voice before, and all losers do is just lower the standard for men and women to the point where we all become like just lesser versions of ourselves, because the thing